Money's energy, and just like energy, it's called currency. There's a reason.
It's a current.
And it's a current. Mm-hmm. And I didn't invent this, but together everyone achieves more, team. Mm-hmm. And that's the social aspect.
Right, exactly.
And you need, no matter what you're doing in life, you need a team around you. And that team is as dynamic as your energy. It's always changing. It's not static. It's not a flat object. It's dynamic. It's moving, just like your blood moves through your body, and just like your energy changes and shifts. And so the people around us change and shift and support us in the same way. And if you see money as energy, as a positive outcome, as an exchange of activity in your life, you can see it coming and flowing just like energy flows through us, to us. And abundance is simply plenitude. I mean, it's around us. You don't have to go thirsty when it comes to your money. And the same is true in your personal life as it is in your professional life. You need to keep that balanced team around you. And for us women, we don't need to be the lone soldiers. The social aspect is critical to our mental, emotional, and physical well-being.
It's important to help you with the transition, whether it's personal or professionally, to reach out and connect with other women like-minded. Join a group, join a networking team, or anything just to get you built up to that point. And if you're a business owner already who has an established business, but you're wanting to grow it to another level, again, you need to leave the group you started with and go to a higher level group if you want to reach into a higher level, if you want to expand your business. You have to be surrounded with like-minded people in order to expand and grow.
And fly with the eagles.
Fly with the eagles, exactly. You know?
Now, what's really interesting is some people are naturally gregarious or comfortable in these social situations, and some of you might be thinking, oh my goodness, this is not my strong point. I'm very comfortable reading. I'm very comfortable being quiet. This might be a skill that you learn just like you learn 1 + 1 = 2. And it's something that you would have to train yourself and have the confidence and decision to go ahead and do it. One of the best tricks I ever learned in networking, if you're uncomfortable and it's not a natural, you're not naturally glib, or you're just not naturally comfortable, go in with 2 things. One is a decision to meet 5 people. And when you meet them, you can leave. Meet those 5 people. And after you've gone to enough of these events, enough new ones, not the same old people that you're accustomed to, if you could have a pocket full of questions that you pretty much ask everyone. Hi, how are you? What is your key focus of your business? When did you get started? What do you like most about it? Very simple questions that you can memorize, and you can engage another person, but you still can be, if you tend to be reserved or a little shy, you can still be the back person being quiet, asking the question, and let the other person take the lead on being the chatty Cathy. The nice thing about that is, incidentally, people who ask questions are often viewed as being smarter. So now you've just entered a new group of women or people, professionals that you didn't know before. They're above you. You always want to be flying with the eagles. So think of yourself as a little tiny eagle learning to fly with these eagles that are real pros out there. And here they are. You're looking up to them perhaps, or maybe even a little intimidated, but by asking them questions, you can, if you're reserved, can take the back seat and allow them to do the lion's share of talking, but you end up looking like the smart one. So it's a real clever little key to use to your benefit there.
Yeah, I think it's important. And then once you collect these cards, make an appointment, take time out, go to lunch with them, have dinner with them, and socialize with them, and then you will get connected to their network of friends and social groups and such, and that's another way to expand your business and your social.
You know, you both have talked about confidence, and I want to highlight how important confidence is, because people are attracted to confidence. And ladies, when you walk into a room, even if you're feeling insecure, even if you're feeling, oh my God, I don't know if I can walk up to 5 people. I don't know if I belong here. Fake it till you make it. Suck it up. I know that might not sound nice, but the truth is, play let's pretend. Pretend to be confident, because in 5 minutes after you walk in the room with a smile on your face, that confidence, you're going to wear it like it is your natural suit of clothes. And confidence leads to action. And actions lead to solutions. And the next thing you have to do is just ask yourself honestly, do this solution make sense for me? Now, what did I just say? Confident, actionable, solutions, honestly. What does that spell, ladies? Cash.
We like that.
Very good, very good.
So, back to your C. What is your C, Gwen?
So we've got cash, we've got confidence so far. The currency is a current. If you think about it, trillions, whatever is going to be beyond trillions, gazillions of money is flowing through our bodies right now. Electrical currents, as money is being shifted from a bank in Dubai to another one in London to one in Sydney,
exactly.
Those currents are passing through our body. What we want to do is catch on some of that.
Yes, yes.
My C is challenge. You have to be willing to challenge yourself, and this is really getting out of your comfort zone. Now, you need a game plan for this. We don't want it to be willy-nilly, but we've already set up a couple of them. Have you challenged yourself and sat down and spent those 15-plus minutes getting intimate with your money every single day? Do it daily, weekly. It needs to be on a regular schedule. The more you can compress the time daily, the faster your learning curve. I mean, all of you know, if you studied French or another language, if you did it once a week, you didn't get as far as when you lived there and you had to do a breakfast, lunch, and dinner and figure out everything. Right?
I know.
I mean, you're a polyglot.
I know firsthand.
Yeah, you speak multiple languages,
Yes,
as do I. So you really, the more often you do it, the more accelerated you will become in challenging yourself. So we've already set up a couple of them. It will take you a while to put together the board of directors. Now it's time to challenge yourself. Where is your scariest point? And that might be the place to begin. Cut up the credit cards. Cash is king. We have gotten ourselves into trouble. When you said you first got divorced,
Right.
and you had one credit card,
I wasn't using it at all.
in 1970, only 15% of Americans had credit cards. I think a lot of that is because back then women didn't have the rights to have credit cards in their own names. They had to be still, for those of you that are too young to remember women's rights, they were still in their husband's name.
That's right.
So hence came, the big feminist movement for women to have equal rights in credit cards. Double-edged sword. It has really been a bit of a disservice. And I think that might be where some women have actually lost their edge, double-edged sword, their edge on being able to budget. Because now they've got access to credit, and like everyone else in this country, running up credit, whether it's using it for every emotion, using it blindly, kidding yourself, I'll earn more, I'll pay it off, or getting into the yo-yo cycle, which we've already talked about.
It's so easy to do it unconsciously when it's plastic. And when it's cash, you see it, you touch it, it's tactile,
Well, I mean, I know for a fact my nephew, who's 12 years old, and sometimes we'll be out with him when I'm visiting him in Australia, and he will look at something and, it's $200 or whatever. And he goes, "Can I have that?" And I go, "Well, I don't have any cash with me." He says, "Yeah, but you have that plastic thing." 12 years old.
I had my 10-year-old niece
You
say,
have that plastic thing.
my 10-year-old niece lost her iPod, her little iPod Shuffle at the time. It was $49. She goes, "It's only $49.
Yeah,
I
it's
went,
only $200.
How many hours did somebody have to work and change their life and give it to another endeavor in order to have that $49? So cash, when you can feel it, it's tactile. I think of every dollar as an employee of mine, and I want my employees working smart for me, putting in a fair day's labor for fair day's pay, and so every one of those dollars is an employee of mine.
Absolutely.
And probably the biggest one that I use mentally as challenging myself to really take a hold of money and helping some of my clients take a hold of their money is think of it as, what did you have to give up to earn that? A piece of your life was given to get that dollar, to get those $10, that $50, that $3,000, whatever.
Sure.
You had to give a piece of who you are. Now, you might have done it in a loving endeavor if you were lucky, but it still took time and time away from other endeavors. And so if we really start to challenge ourselves on our assumptions, put together a team that can help us, a board of directors, and challenge ourselves. The next step is, once you become intimate with the money, willing to accept its currency is passing through you, now you need a plan. And the best place to start with that is with somebody helping you. Trying to put together a plan all on your own, do it yourself, again, you're probably not going to be in a position to have much success.
Yeah.